My name is Marcus Ruiz Evans. I started the CalExit movement in 2012. Now, before that time, I was a registered Republican for many years. But in the same year that I started the CalExit movement, 2012, I decided when Mitt Romney lost to Barack Obama that the Republican Party was no longer dedicated to diversity and was not going to be inclusive of Latinos. As one, I left. I recently, a few years ago, I was able to get on Fox News, and I did an interview with Laura Ingraham. She pointed out that I was a ex-Republican and laughed as she asked if I'd ever reconsider joining. And I said, the reason that I left the Republican Party was not because I stopped believing in low taxes and low regulation. It was because I could not be associated with racism. Laura Ingraham, on Fox News, looked down in shame. Say what you will, but she knew what I was talking about. The fact is that the Republican Party has lost many articulate minorities and women and LGBTQ people because of past decisions that predate Trump on bigotry. I'd like you to consider the opportunity that you could reform the Republican Party of California with one vote. Say what you will about the recall, but if you vote for Nickolas Wildstar in this recall election, the man would reform the California Republican Party. He has single-handedly stood up against racism against other politicians, stood up against institutional racism while confronted with years of prison, and he never blinked. He is a minority himself, but he doesn't focus on that issue. Rather, he just wants low taxes and low regulation, but he'd like to be able to do that as a Californian and not just as a single articulate issue voter, a minority. If you vote for Nickolas Wildstar, and if he comes into office, I will realign myself with the Republican Party for the first time in years because it would be believable that they are committed to at least attempting to bring the Republican Party in line with California values. The bigger message here is that if I'm willing to do that, because I've only met Nickolas Wildstar a few times, and he impressed me that much, how many other people, LGBTQ, women, minorities, etc., can also have their mind changed and vote for a Republican for the first time ever in their lives? Think about the power that Nickolas Wildstar has when he was able to convert this ex-Republican who vowed I would never go back to consider that maybe it was time to return. Thank you, California.